Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is this is the horoscope for Taurus. If Taurus is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. So this is a bonus reading for Taurus, and tonight our card is the 7 of Pentacles, or discs or coins. All right, and let's go ahead and see what these tea leaves have to say tonight. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. Okay. So, immediately I noticed that it looked like we had kind of this head over here, this face. And if you can see, it kind of looks like it's in this like kind of sorrowful, maybe almost kind of, I don't know, maybe this kind of sleep, like asleep or unconscious or whatever it is. And I feel like this, it feels to me, I mean, immediately I saw that and I thought, my gosh, this is going to be one where it feels like somebody you've trusted or let close to you. They absolutely have, fully just like come for you. And I don't think that it's like they're doing it behind your back. They're like passive aggressive. I think they absolutely are on the attack with you. Now we see the same head, but on this side, it's here on a body, not kind of floating around like on the other side. And then over here we have kind of this wicked looking face. You can see even the curled goatee and the eyes and the smile, and kind of looks like they're just over here kind of waiting, and it's this real kind of devil energy. And I feel like, I feel like it's like everything was cool. It seemed like this was somebody who you could trust, that you maybe have been dating, or maybe this is like a friend. You're trying to make friends with people. You met this person, you've been getting close, and all of a sudden, they just turn on you. And it feels like they've really like, gone out of their way, like on a level that is almost kind of, it feels, I don't know, like they're unwell, right? Like, who does this to somebody? So, and it's heavy. It feels like it's a bad feeling. And I do feel like you were unprepared for this. Now, that's not to say that you're just gonna get ran over by, and I don't mean by a car. I don't mean it like that. But that you're gonna let somebody kind of walk all over you, right? But I think it's almost like you're in awe. I see this other person right here who's looking up and just kind of like, what the heck? The face, the eye, the head, the mouth looking up this way. What the heck is going on here? Now we also have a 2 and a 0. So we have 20 We have a V and a 3. And where was the other one I saw? Oh, 2T. Okay. I don't know what those all mean, but they are there. So I just feel like other people are noticing it. We also have a 28 there. But just in shock, I think this person really has shown themselves for who they are. And it feels, I think the worst part of all of it is that you're questioning how you let this happen. How did this person get into my life? And I did not realize that they were going to be, so problematic. And maybe really just, I don't know, there's a feeling of terror, I think. And, so many of us, unfortunately, have been through situations like this with people. If it is a romantic courtship or a friend, that you're trying to get to know, sometimes it's like we draw in people who seem one way, and a lot of it is that we perceive them that way. They put on a good show probably, but when we meet people, when we want to get to know people, we look for the good, right? I think just generally human beings are that way. We look for things that we can relate to. We form these ideas in our head about what people are like, or because of how we might behave, right? But then every once in a while you meet somebody who just lives in a different realm of how they deal with other people. And it can be startling, I will say that, like, in my life, I've met some really, iffy people, people one person that I met, and I don't even like to talk about it because I have this, it's a superstitious feeling that if I even utter their name, if I think about their name, if I think about their face, that they'll show up in my life again. They'll feel me talking about them. And so I don't even like talking about this person really, but I always thought, I knew all these hard people or people that were rough and would do whatever. And I knew a lot of people in my youth that were, from all different walks of life, doing all kinds of different things and not very desirable things. And, but this person I met in just a normal kind of friend bonding group setting. And I had thought I had met people who might be psychopathic, but this was genuine, when it's a genuine thing. And I thought they were, I thought they were super cool and, into really interesting stuff. And, we liked a lot of the same literature and whatever. And we were friends, we were good friends for a few years, but when it turned and I saw, cause I always thought something, but I didn't really know them super well. We didn't really hang out too much. I was young, I was in the city, we'd bump into each other. But when I got to know them, it was I don't even know how to, and I understand that psychopathy is not in somebody's control, right? And I'm not going to stigmatize people who, but there are certain people, like with anything, that are predatory, that are dangerous, that are violent, and so on. And I happened to stumble upon one. So when I see something like this, something inside of me is ooh, there's a real alarm going off. You know, it might just be annoying at first because they're saying things, because they're divulging personal stuff. They're going after you to try to, you know, make things harder for you, talking to people behind your back or whatever, you know. And that stuff is like, it's annoying, it sucks, but, you know, it's kind of whatever. But, you know, sometimes people don't stop, right? Sometimes people really kind of, they get into this fixation. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. Please be careful with yourself. You know, let people around you know what's going on. Even if it doesn't seem like a big deal, it could be. You never know. Okay? I hate to be this person, but I am. I'm mom, right? I'm really in this mom zone now, like fully into mom land. And so I always just, my biggest thing is I want people to be, you know, safe and well and as healthy as they can be, or to their level of health. And yes, safe, making good decisions to keep yourself safe. And I know most of the people I'm talking to on here, we're all older, you know, and this may feel like a younger person's problem, but the reality is it's at any age. You never know, right? You could be 75 years old and, you know, have some new friend, and they absolutely are an unsafe person, you know, and they cause all kinds of problems. It does not have an age range, right? It could be you could be any age. So please be mindful and careful. And again, let people around you know what's going on. You know, document things and report, make a paper trail, okay? You just never know with people. And I'm not saying that's what this is, but that's where my mind goes. The minute I feel something's off about somebody, I'm like, okay, something's up. Let's you know, circle the wagons or whatever they call it. You know, be careful. Let's be careful here and mindful about how we move around one another. Okay, let's look for something nicer. All right, so we have a person sitting here. Okay, and now you know, it's the same imagery with the 20 in the person's head, who I thought was you, but I turn it this way and it looks like a person kind of reclining, sitting back. They look like they have a dog on their lap. Okay, so I do feel like you have a connection to an animal in your life: dog, cat, hamster, rat, goldfish, whatever it is. This is an important relationship for you, and I think that this is going to be really important in this year. Why do I say that? Because we have a giant dragon right here. We're in the year of the dragon. So yes, we are. And I feel like this year is going to be a time where you're very close with this being. Now, maybe you have just met. Maybe this is somebody that is coming into your life. And I'm saying somebody I know, and you're probably like, okay, a dog is not a somebody. But you know what, dang it, they are in our house. We call our cats somebodies all the time. And so, yes, I feel like this is going to be a good connection for you. And one that either is already established, and for whatever reason, you're around each other a lot more. Maybe you're going to be working from home or taking some time off or whatever it is. Or, like I said, maybe this is a being that is coming into your life soon. And there will be a lifelong connection. Absolutely. Okay. Now, we also have... It looks like what is the word? I was going to say elk or caribou, maybe? No, I think a caribou is like a reindeer more. Like an elk or I was going to say a gazebo. That's not a gazelle. It's a gazelle, not a gazebo. So I do imagine this very graceful, beautiful, you know, fast being. I feel that there's a sense of kind of spending some time outside in this next period of time, being out there in the sun, being in maybe the wilderness, you know, something. I think that there's this real draw to going out, maybe hiking, going to parks, spending some time near the water. But I think that it's important that you heed this desire, because this is going to be a place of inspiration, a place of kind of letting your mind unwind, letting yourself kind of, you know, let go of the tension in your shoulders and your jaw. You've probably been so busy, you know, just absolutely dealing with all kinds of nonsense with people, at least with this one person, and feeling, yeah, pretty stressed out, trying not to let it get to you. So I think it's important that you go out into the world, out into the natural world here, and you know, as they say, touch some grass. Go out there and touch some grass. Sit in the flowers. All the dandelions are out here. They're all over the lawn. And just enjoy yourself. You know, just take a moment. Let it all kind of fall away. Get into that place where you feel swift and powerful. You can imagine one of these beautiful antelopes, elks, gazelles, not gazebos, running quickly, swiftly, you know, making very precise jumps, and that beautiful sun shining down on their back, and the beauty and the grace, and you know, and I just feel you wandering away from it all mentally, letting go of all of the other stuff that's happening. And, you know, I think making some space in your life to commune with your animal friend more deeply. I really feel like this is just a time for you to kind of turn away from all of the noise and get in there with that animal friend, your, you know, dog that likes to come and cuddle with you on the couch, or your cats who, you know, sleep right on top of you when you go to bed at night. You know, just having some love with them and allowing yourself to kind of just be at peace for a little while, you know? And so, it sounds really nice. I'm excited to go to bed here in a minute. I'm going to go do that right now. I'm going to go cuddle up with the cats who have been missing from the readings. I know. You're probably thinking, where is TT? Where's Pudgy? Well, while we're getting used to our new studios, I have decided not to let them in to mine. And that's just because it stresses me out when they are... I saw this in the monitor. It stresses me out when they're coming and going and stuff is sliding around. So I want to get used to everything before they wreak havoc on everything going on around me. So they will be back though, I promise. Okay, so we do have this kind of... it looks like a phoenix rising, and you can see kind of all the ash floating away. Ooh, and a birthday. Look at that. We have a birthday cake with a little birthday candle. Okay, so I do feel like, you know, as your birthday is coming up or has already happened, you are kind of going through this rebirth. It really feels like, you know, maybe the last year or so, you just went through it. You know, something was going on that was pretty difficult. But I feel like, and this is part of why you have such a good disposition about things, is that, you know, you've already been through some difficult stuff not that long ago. And so it's, you know, whatever doesn't seem like that much of a big deal at all anyways. You know, now you have to watch out for yourself, be safe. But I feel like it's kind of like, whatever, I've been through some, you know, whatever this thing was that happened, this tower moment that went on, it has you feeling like, okay, if I can deal with that, then this is nothing. And that might be the case. You know, it might be just that this is kind of a silly situation with this person who, this aggressive person. So we have an 11, and we have a person pointing. We have all of these people sitting. I must feel like playing a game of charades or you know what one I really liked when I was a kid was Trivial Pursuit. I barely ever knew any of the answers, but it was a fun game to play, definitely. I bet I would be so good at that now. I have to see if they still make that game. I'm gonna get that so I can just totally like win. Although, you know, if you know my husband, Dove and Serpent Tarot, his name is Paul, not Dove and Serpent Tarot, but that's his channel. Yeah, he's so smart. It would be a difficult one. We watch Jeopardy sometimes during dinner or after dinner while we're cleaning up. And he maybe, I don't think he'd care if I told, but he is absolutely like so, he gets into such a competitive zone. He is so competitive, and he's good. I mean, he's very smart. So, he just owns me at Jeopardy. I get a few once in a while. But yeah, he's really good at it. And, yeah, so if I played with him, maybe it would be Trivial Pursuit though. I'm going to look that up. I need to write that down before I forget. Okay, let's see. What are we going to do over here? We got to look at these wild bohemian affirmation cards. And these are the fire sign. And I sound probably so tired right now. This is my 5th or 6th reading of the day. And I cleaned all day. Finally went and cleaned the old house out and finished it up. And I'm so proud of myself, but I'm exhausted. I looked at my thing, I have like 18,000 steps. I'm like, okay, I need to step myself right back into bed now. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to stop where it feels right. Okay, let's see. Can we see it? There we go. It's pretty. I love these cards. I love the paintings. It says, I am free. Allow the wild and mystical to inspire you. Wonderment is attractive. Wonderment is attractive. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Taurus, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I love you because I do. And I thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And if you'd like to leave a comment, please do. I read them all. I really actually do. I know I don't always get to all of your comments immediately or at all, but I want you to know I do read them. I absolutely do. I read them a few times a day. I go and read through and I try to respond as much as I can. Things have been wildly busy over here though. So I just want you to know, it's not because I don't want to, it's just because it's been so busy. We're almost at 40K subscribers. I cannot believe that. Pretty soon we'll be at 50. I feel like it'll be in the next couple months probably. And I'm astounded. Honestly, I just cannot believe it. I feel just so thankful. So very thankful. And yeah, I don't know. It's surreal, I guess. That's what it is. It feels surreal. So anyways, I love you. I love you. I love you. We're going to talk in a few days. I'm going to bed. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I know some of you listen in the morning, so please have a wonderful day. And if you're listening any other time of day, I hope it's been a good day, right? And happy birthday also. It's Taurus season. That's probably why I'm doing so many Taurus readings, bonus readings and readings and stuff. I love to, you all know I have an affinity for Taurus people in general. But now that it's your birthday season, I'm just like super stoked to do as many readings as I can. I don't know. I don't do it for all the signs. And I'm sorry if you're another sign watching this, if this isn't your solar sign or whatever, I'm sorry, you know, I don't know. But I find it easy to read for Taurus. I guess just because some of my favorite people have been Tauruses, and I feel like I know you all so well. So anyways, I'll stop rambling. I love you. We'll talk in a few days. Happy birthday.